Hey y'all, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. We are drinking our way into day 17 of the 2022 Brewers Advent Calendar. And today we are trying Marie Hausbrendel from the Schwarzbräu family brewery out of Süßmarshausen, Germany. Thank you for joining us.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we are drinking and reviewing. It is day 17, such a good day of our Brewers Advent Calendar 2022. We are excited to bring you another review. Hopefully you guys are following along and you picked one of these bad boys up. But we have enjoyed going through it and are excited to try another beer here today for you guys. Before we get there, though, be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell, as well as check us out on social media. The links are below in the description. And check us out on Discord. Again, I say this every time, but we'd love to have you guys jump in and say, hey, on Discord, the three of us are there, and we would love for you to let us know what you think of the show, and just come join the chat there on Discord. I've got Jay as always. I've got Andy in the attic as always. I'm Ben as always. What do we drink today, gentlemen?
Marie Hausbrendel. It's a Helles lager from the Schwarzbräu family and brewery out of Süßmarshausen, Germany.
Jay, yours is still not cracked yet? Wow.
No, I was waiting on you guys. I was being polite.
Yeah.
When are you? Yeah, you rarely wait on us. You're like, oh, I'm thirsty.
Yeah. I mean, if there's a can that screams German beer, this is it, right?
Well, if that's what hell is like, then I'm there. You know, it's just funny. Okay, you know, it's a Hellas, but
as we review our Advent calendar,
hell, we will make you drink beer. It's like Hell Week. You're just gonna have to drink it.
As we review our Advent calendar, Andy.
Another Helles lager from this Brewers Advent Calendar.
Number like
6th, 7th.
Let's see, 17th day. This is what, number 16?
Probably at least 6. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
So this one it's tasty. How about that? 4.8%, 18 IBUs. It is named for the brewer's daughter.
I'm assuming this is her.
Yeah. She, as early as the 1920s, Gesundheit, Jay, to your health. As early as the 1920s, she was known to have given fresh beer to the guests at the brewery. Her grandson, who took over the brewery, Leopold Schwarz, he dedicated this beer to her.
That's sweet.
So do we have any kind of indication of how old this beer is then? Does that mean this is relatively new?
I hope it's not too old. It's fresh beer to me.
No, I mean, like how long have they been producing this? How many years?
Okay, well, the Schwarzbräu started in 1648 in Süßmarshausen. It was originally known as the Zum Grünen Baum Brewery. Now, this can does not show it, but there is a symbol. Yeah, it's not on here. There's a symbol of a flag bearer for the brewery, the Schwarzbräu Brewery. It's this rough drawing of a figure, holding a flag, and he's waving the flag. Well, it's a soldier that fought the Swedes in the 30 Years' War. I've heard of the 30 Years' War, but it wasn't one of our wars. So, of course, what do we know about it? So Germany fought Sweden in the 30 Years' War. So that was their the symbol of their flag bearer. Oh, the flag bearer is a symbol of this brewery on the that they put on most of their cans, just not this can. Now, another interesting fact about this brewery, it was occupied by Americans during World War II. And they kind of brewed beer for the Allied troops at this brewery. You know, I guess I imagine it wasn't the only brewery, but I'm sure they did other breweries. But the owners of this brewery hid the malt, which was a very valuable asset. They hid them so it didn't get into the occupied hands. So,
wow,
yeah, it's kind of neat. They're
so
like,
they
we
hid
want
them so
our
that
sacred
they
malt.
could keep them to themselves, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're saying here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's interesting, huh? Crazy.
So
Yeah, I mean, I think
Americans.
What I was asking is if this is a person that was, you know, around in the 1920s and her grandson is brewing this beer, they haven't been brewing this beer for too terribly long. Was my point.
Yeah, it's an interesting point.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say to that. I don't have a date for when Marie Hausbrendel first started. So she was a child, a youngin' in the 1920s and served the beer. She didn't brew it. She just served it.
I just want everybody out there that's watching this to understand what Jay and I have to work with here, because, you know, I mean, it probably looks really easy to just hop on and record. I mean, we're just drinking beer, right, and talking about it. I mean, how hard could that be? You throw in an Andy in the attic, and I mean, we've all got people we know in the attic. You throw one of those in, and it just,
we've all got people we know in the attic.
It just compounds it. I mean, sometimes you say, is it really worth it? It day by day basis. So
everybody's got a guy in the attic, you know.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, it's just what Jay and I deal with on a show by show basis, and we just appreciate you, the viewership, continuing to check us out as you do, because hey, we're suffering over here, and you know, we're suffering for our art, if you will, but it's okay. We do it for you guys. So, all right, let's review.
Are you done?
Yeah. Done. Are you done, Andy?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
All right. Well, with that, let's put pen to paper as we often do. Jay, what say you? Wow, you got the proverbial pen there. Yeah. See, again, just another example. Jay,
I think you should go first,
paper.
Ben. It's been a while
Ben.
since you went first.
Yeah.
What? See, I get to decide. I get to push it out. I get to say, hey, Jay,
Ben,
you go first.
Ben likes
Andy,
power.
you go first.
Yeah.
You know. So, all right, I'll go first. No, I'm going first now. After that.
You're like, Jay, you're last.
Yeah, that's right. You might not even get to go on this.
Yeah.
No, I think it's hard when we've had, you know, multiple Helles lagers here. I almost wish we could have pulled them out and tried them all together, right? Because you know, it's not like I've had just a ton of them in my beer drinking days, especially not in the days where I'm trying to actually think about, you know, how this rates compared to another. So I think that's really probably the difficult thing for me. I think this is really, really good, though. I really like it. You know, I don't know. I think it's an 8 for me. It's good. All right, Andy, you go.
Yes, I agree, because I'm trying to think of the other ones we've had, and it's like, and trying to compare them because it's been so many days in between. But, you know, on this one, I have to just trust my taste buds, and they like it. It's a quality beer, no matter what it is, a Helles, or it doesn't taste like a Pils, but it's close to just some other regular lagers. So I was thinking 8.0 myself. Good one.
All right, and that's going to give us a. Oh no, wait, Jay, what do you think?
No, I agree with you guys. I mean, I don't know that I had ever had a Hell or a Helles before started this Advent box, and it's been a great eye-opening, taste bud opening adventure to it. I really like them. I mean, they're easy drinking, they're crushable. They make you wanting more of them across the board, and whether we line them up and taste test them or not, I think we would come to somewhat of the same conclusions that would come. We all seem to like them. they're kind of that alternative to, like you said, Andy, a Pilsner or a lager or something, something else that's light, easy, not, just good beer. That's the way I look at it. So I agree. I mean, this is 8.0. It's a great beer.
Yeah, I think, to add to what we've all kind of said here, when we all know what a stout's supposed to taste like. We all know what a West Coast IPA is supposed to taste like. We've had enough of those that, we kind of know what more or less the standard is for them and what a really good one tastes like. And we know kind of how that, if we have a new one, how that fits one way or the other. I at least for me, I think that, having this box here, like you said, Jay, it's kind of some eye-opening palate, if you will. That doesn't really make sense, but we're being introduced to new things, and it's not like we've been having these same. We've had Helles for 10 years or 15 years, and we should know that, yeah, this is a good one, and this kind of fits the standard, or this one's not really to my taste buds. I think part of that speaks to the fact that, yeah, we haven't really had that many, but also I think it speaks to how good these have been. In a way, it's like if we're having trouble discerning between the good ones and the bad ones, and they're all, so far they've all been really good. I think that's says something about the product of kind of what we've gotten here. I don't know if you're in Germany and you've translated this to German, and you may think these are all terrible, and I mean, please let us know. But for our American taste buds, I think these have all been really good.
Well, I'd like to pile on a little bit to what you're saying. I mean, it's one of these, when I go typically to the bottle shop when I'm buying beer, they have the whole section of locals, regionals, macros, certain different regions, whether they're the Carolina beers or West Coast beers. But they also have, the new section, and they have an entire section dedicated to like Germany and Belgium and then international beers. And this definitely will open my eyes to pay attention to more of that Germany section and see what type of beers they have across the board and what I can get and try some of those. I mean, I do that anyway, but more so now than ever before, I'll take note of it.
Yeah, we just gotta get you out of the IPA section. If we can do that, then I think we have completed our mission on Hopped Up Beer Review. And if you can get me in the IPA section, then I think it's a double. And again, we just have to deal with Andy. So
I will say this. I mean, that's one thing I have, thoroughly and truly enjoyed is us coming together and doing this, but also expanding the horizons of introduction to all these different beers, because there are some. I mean, yeah, I would just go buy certain beers or things that I know. You get in your rut of what you're used to, what you like, but it opened the door to trying different things across the board. And there are some excellent beers out there that aren't standards that I would go to, whether it's a black Pilsner or a Helles or a Fest beer or a Marzen or any of these others that we've tried, what was a Dorn? What is it, Andy?
Dortmund.
Dortmund. Yeah, I never would have thought to try that. So
I guess Dortmunder. Yeah.
Dortmunder.
Yeah.
Yep. And I would say that is probably, and for me, secondary just to enjoying a beer with you guys. And even though we aren't in the same room, being able to do it virtually has been a blessing for the three of us to get together and do this. So
that brings us to an 8.0 on this beer, Ben.
Well, I hadn't got there yet. I mean, we got to do the, the little bubblies. All right, that is going to give us an 8.0 for the Marie Hausbrendel Helles Lager here on day 17. We've got a week left. We got a week to go on our Brewers Advent calendar. Definitely hope you guys will join us for the last week of that. It's going to bring us right up to December 24th. And, I'm expecting and predicting that we're going to hear some reindeer hooves on our roofs, definitely in the attic, because you're right there next to the roof when we do that final show. So, but till then, be sure to like, subscribe, and share that notification bell. Check us out on social media. Links are below in the description. Come say hey in Discord. For Andy in the attic, reindeer hooves? No. And Jay, I am Ben. Andy, you really haven't said a whole lot since I talked about, kind of called you out and talked about having to work with you.
You're asking for reindeer hoofs on December 17th.
No, but still, we're going back. We were talking about how, hey, see what we have to work with. I mean, you haven't said a single word since then.
Well, you sound displeased with my performance.
I'm not displeased. I'm just
Here's
surprised.
pleasing you.
Surprised. Cheers, mate.
Just getting through it.
Cheers, Ben.
Cheers, mate.